What's up guys, Aaron here, back with another video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about Apple's new product that they're working on, Apple Smart Glasses. Now first off, I wanted to let you know that Tim Cook is really interested in smart glasses. Now not only is he interested in smart glasses, but he's really interested in augmented reality smart glasses. In a recent interview with Apple CEO Tim Cook, he stated that he's not interested in virtual reality or a headset, he's more interested in smart glasses and augmented reality. Now, Tim Cook went on to state that he thinks augmented reality is going to be huge and a part of our everyday lives very soon. Cook went on to state that he thinks all the significantly developed population, as well as populations in other countries that aren't yet as developed, will soon want augmented reality glasses. Now we can tell that Tim is extremely excited about these smart glasses, as he went on to state that people will be using these smart glasses and augmented reality experiences. And he said that it'll be like eating 3 meals a day. That's how much they will be integrated into your everyday life. Again, in my opinion, Apple is working on these smart glasses not because they feel like they have to, and they feel like they have to fill a niche area, but I feel like they're really passionate about bringing some useful smart glasses. Not only are they going to be useful in terms of augmented reality, but also in terms of receiving notifications, as well as possibly responding to email and voice commands. Now, another thing that we need to think about is how the speaker system is going to work, and a lot of people are comparing these to Google Glass, and if they're anything like Google Glass, then they will use bone conduction. Now, as you all know, Snapchat just recently made a pair of smart glasses themselves called Spectacles, and they chose to sell them in random bot machines that are placed throughout the United States. Now, I know that selling smart glasses in that type of fashion is definitely not the norm. However, people have been lining up by the hundreds, and people even driving from up to 4 or 5 hours away hoping to get some of Snapchat's spectacles. And I really think that these Snapchat spectacles have caught Apple's attention. Apple's smart glasses are still in the early development stages, however they will connect to the iPhone and use augmented reality. Apple has already talked about their smart glasses project with several different manufacturers and have even ordered small quantities of near-eye displays. However, that company did indicate that Apple did not order enough for mass production. While virtual reality requires people to switch off what's going on around them, augmented reality would be extremely useful in daily life. For example, for checking notifications as well as possibly answering emails. In 2015, Apple bought the augmented reality company Mateo, which had recently made a time traveler app in full augmented reality that added historical footage to tourist sites. The biggest problem that the company has is going to be the actual hardware of the device, although the software could also prove to be a challenge. If Apple's smart glasses are anything like Google Glass, they're going to have to develop some new components, such as small batteries, as well as software that can display images very close to your retina. Now, Apple's always believed in making products that actually matter and are going to be useful in your daily life rather than just gimmicky products. Google Glass was a horrible fail for Google. They actually stopped developing the product in 2015, and the biggest negative sides to those smart glasses were poor battery life, as well as a lot of people having privacy concerns. Now, something else that Apple needs to do is they need to make sure that they put a 1080p camera inside of this device. That's another place where Google Glass failed, was that it was only a 720p HD camera. They're going to have to develop new software for not only the smart glasses themselves, but also for the iPhone. It's going to be really interesting to see how Apple tries to convince you that you need both an Apple Watch as well as smart glasses. Now, something else that we need to see in Apple's smart glasses is at least a full day charge. Also, in terms of lenses, they've talked to several different companies and are going to be working with some high quality companies to develop some very seriously high quality lenses for both reading as well as sunglasses. Now, we'll be covering Apple's smart glasses as soon as they're released, and I will also be covering any additional breaking information about Apple's new smart glass product on both my new websites, which are going to be linked down below. I'll also be doing an international giveaway of Apple's smart glasses once they are released, so make sure you're subscribed. Again, if you're interested in staying up to date on all Apple's smart glass information, be sure to follow the links down below. Now, I will mention that my new website, ApplesSmartGlasses.com, is going to be filled and packed with information about the new smart glasses. You can also follow this information on Instagram at ApplesSmartGlasses, as well as on Twitter at ApplesSmartGlass. Again, links will be down below. I will be making several more videos about the Apple Smart Glasses as soon as more information is released. Now, if you're interested in winning these Apple Smart Glasses in a giveaway, then make sure you're following me on my new social networks for specifically the Apple Glasses. Again, they will be linked down below. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me in this video. Once again, more information is still to come. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any additional breaking Apple Smart Glasses news. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching. As I mentioned earlier, my name is Aaron, and I'll see you guys on the next one.